So the mites dropped and died. I don't know how well I'll be able to pick them up. But there's mites. There's not thousands of mites. There may be hundreds of mites. There's certainly dozens of mites. They're hard to see in this. I really doubt the camera will pick them up, but you can see them in there. And you can see them over here, right? Go figure. I mean, it's Formic Pro, so it's going to kill mites. It's not many. But the thing is, I just did my 3rd round of oxalic acid vaporization on all my hives 2 days ago. So my mite levels are very reasonable right now. And they've only had 2 days of hatching, right? I have another round of oxalic acid coming up here, but they've only had 2 days of hatching. So a lot of those mites that just hatched out are going to be on nurse bees in the hives. I don't know how many are going to be on foragers. So if these were not going to expire, I don't think that it would have been an effective use of Formic Pro, right? Because, I mean, shoot, 1.5 treatments of Formic Pro for a couple of dozen mites, maybe a couple of hundred mites. That's not effective use. But they were going to expire. So that's a success, right? Because why not use them? But it's also a success really for the future, because when I do my major honey pulls and whatnot and clean lots of equipment, it's summertime, right after spring, and it's before I really start hammering away at the mites. So during those times, there are a whole lot more mites to kill, right? And the bee populations are a lot higher. So doing the same thing then, I mean, it just really makes sense. Sorry, I just had a bee in my nose, not trying to sting me, just kind of looking at me. Anyways, long story short, I think the concept is a success, right? A little auxiliary mite treatment keeps them from spreading the mites around, especially like right now. I know for a fact I have one hive that has deformed wing virus pretty bad, and I get it, all hives have a little bit of deformed wing virus. It's just whether it becomes prevalent and out of control or not. But you know, essentially you don't want your mites transferring between hives, especially from open feeding and things like that. It spreads disease. It's not good. And so I like the concept, and I'm going to use it in the future.